The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like
everybody, and welcome to My Brother, and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
Oh, what up, Trav Nation? It's me, your middlest brother, Travis Vroom Vroom McElroy.
And hey, it's me, your sweet baby brother, 30 under 30 guy, Griffin, built for tough, McElroy.
I want to ask you guys a question. Kept me up last night a little bit, not a super long time. Now, I want an honest answer. Clear your minds. And this is not...
That's not Travis, if that was the thing you just said to do, if I could do it, do you realize how much better my life would be?
And I want to make this clear. This is not should or would, but can human beings ride ostriches?
This kept you up.
Yeah. Because I realized my only point of reference for it was like, I've seen it like in movies or cartoons or something, I think.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, I think
that's
is
a cowboy who rides an ostrich.
Cowboy who rides an ostrich.
But which I assume, by the way,
and
it's not seasonal, but that cowboy just doesn't know where to get a horse.
That's not
real. Can
I
clarify if ostriches are real?
They are, yeah.
Okay.
Big.
I get confused with them and Pegasi.
And emus. They're the same. Those are the same animal, and they should be reclassified as
dodos.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Not as big. So this kept you up.
Yeah, because like when I picture an ostrich and I think about the whole design, it doesn't seem like a human being should be able to ride
I
it.
guess that's not my. I guess my issue is like when my thoughts keep me up, they're usually more me centric and less focused on the load-bearing capacity of flightless birds.
Oh, I have those too, Griffin. But I'm
cool.
Like those are normal human thoughts.
Yeah.
And then I have the ADHD brain thoughts.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, sometimes my brain's like, how did fountains work before electricity? And that'll keep me up for like 4 days.
Now, can I say something, Trav? That's a good one.
Yeah.
The ostrich thing is like easily Googleable. The analog fountain thing is medium Googleable.
Well, I'm 41 years old, Griffin, and I've processed through a lot of the good ones already. Now I'm down to the snickle fruits of, is it possible for an ostrich to support the weight of a grown
kid? A kid. But
sure.
No one's going to let their kid in there with that giant bird of prey.
Yeah.
No way. It's good. It's a good question, though, Trav.
I looked it up.
Oh, what's the answer?
Apparently, one, this isn't going to surprise you guys, a lot of ethical concerns about it.
What do you mean?
That ostriches, like I said, are not, unlike a horse, which has everything about it seems built to convey.
Yeah. I mean, to be more accurate, Trav, we've built horses.
Built horse tough.
Built horse tough.
But ostriches are not built for that. But apparently up to, and this is the most specific weight I've ever heard.
It's going to be so much lower than I want.
163 pounds.
Okay, actually, that may be it would be tough. There would be some lifestyle changes that I frankly am not
I don't want to be out with the girls and have to think like, do I have that next piece of cheesecake or do I want to ride an ostrich?
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't need to be
especially if you're right on the border, because this isn't 163.
That's so
Like, that means they put a 164-pound person on there, and the ostrich crumbled.
Oh, Travis. And
Ostrich
even
like, fuck you. Off.
No.
No.
Off. It's
Are you
really,
wearing like a heavy
Sorry.
coat or something? This isn't.
it's
Take
funny.
your keys out of your fucking pocket, Dan.
It's
You're
funny
killing me.
that it's funny that you think that they started with 164 and didn't have to walk it down from like 215, and then they flew a lot of flags half-mast in ostrich land.
I think they
during
just
that.
John Proctored it from 30 up. You know what I mean? Like they just kept adding 1 pound
More
people.
weight.
Yeah, more weight.
I
I
like.
do like that. Okay, well, let's make a Boyhood style movie
Okay.
where they start with like a 30-pound kid. And
Yeah.
every day as the child grows, they put it back on the ostrich. And they're like,
yeah.
are we cool with this one? Weigh the kid. Okay, great.
There's that. I do like that one. There's like a 4-minute long sequence in Curious Tale of Benjamin Button where he is de-aged enough where he has the physical capability to ride the ostrich and the mental capability to ride the ostrich, right? They line up, and there's like a week where it's
Great
just
week.
him riding the ostrich. Right? It's like
Kick-ass
4
week.
minutes of the movie is like, finally, those two. I stopped everything else I was doing in the story.
and
to
that
just, like,
happens at exactly the midway point of the movie.
that's where you can go get. It says intermission at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
You can go get snacks if you want.
You just see the shot of just him on the ostrich, and it's a wide shot. He's
Yeah.
far back there, just
He's
going
having
back
his
and
life.
forth.
I think we're overdue for a glow up on these big flightless birds of the ostrich.
Ostrich eye?
I think that we don't think about these guys a lot because they're played, but also because they're so gross and weird looking. Like their neck and head looks like a worm, and the way it goes in their body is like fucked up. Like your neck goes into your side.
Why do
Cool,
their
ostrich.
feathers
That's
stop?
awesome. Why do the feathers stop? There are a lot of great questions. Now, if we could give him a cute little beak and cover him in bright yellow feathers, give him two big bright wings, long legs, a cuter sound that he makes, and we have chocobos, and we have them be, boutique. This is a boutique mount. All of a sudden, I think ostriches are going to be back on top. Still going to have the ethical concerns of riding on them. Which, if you didn't know, every Final Fantasy character is under 163 pounds.
Yes,
that's just the way it works. Fucked up that's part of it, but.
This actually dovetails into something nicely that I'd like. Current events that I'd love to take your guys' temperature.
We're all low now. We all like this low life.
We brought. No, this is good. This is conversational. Do you know we brought back direwolves?
Joe Manganiello's pumped about it.
Joe Manganiello's pumped. A lot of people are pumped about this. Let's talk. 'Cause I saw George R.R. Martin, who, if somebody's going to know from direwolves, would be this guy.
Yeah.
Right? I saw a picture of him, and the story is, we brought back direwolves, which I will admit, in my initial ignorance, thought that and this is why I had to ask about the ostrich guys, because I have completely lost track of which of these guys we made up and which ones we didn't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's a full-time job keeping up with that
So
stuff.
apparently these guys were real. They were roaming around.
Man.
And this...
Sorry, but just on that, Justin, my search bar today, it's Unicorn Day, and it pops up and says Unicorn Day. Were they real? And I didn't know that was a scientific question. Anyways, go on, Justin, bringing back direwolves.
Okay, thank you. So we did it. So the headline is, U.S. company resurrects the extinct direwolf, or some version of it. So here's the thing that's fucked, right?
Yeah.
This company did not bring back these incredible, real Ice Age predators that roamed across the
tundra.
The tundra, right? What they did was, the company is calling them direwolves and is referring to this as the world's first successfully de-extincted animal.
Awesome. That's
Outside experts are more cautious.
Yeah.
Describing the pups as genetically modified gray wolves.
Yeah.
Because the process used to create them involved editing the genes of the species to add direwolf traits.
Yeah.
So what they say is the thing is that this is a quote, we define de-extinction success as bringing back the functional ecological traits that made direwolves unique contributors to their ecosystem, and our direwolves are an example of that. So here's what they are saying.
Yeah.
We found wolves and we glued some shit to them
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes them a lot like
We
direwolves.
painted them.
And
Yeah.
we're calling this a W in our book. And George R. R. Martin was like, fucking good enough for me. And Joe
Yeah.
Manganiello was like, sounds good. So I'd love to get a counterpoint of fucking don't do this. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wolves are killer, right? We love wolves.
Love
wolves are
wolves.
so.
Love
do you
them.
know how safe wolves are for us as a people? Wolves are so safe that they don't keep statistics on wolf attacks. That's not because they just
They're chill.
don't.
Like they get it.
Why are we gluing
Yeah.
things onto them to make them worse?
Well, because we won wolves. Like we beat wolves. We figured out everything about wolves, and they're not a threat to us anymore.
so
and
we're nastying them up. Now.
getting it spicy.
Well,
We're
yeah.
giving them a little mohawk, you know?
Yeah,
We're giving
sure.
them like big. It says in the story, it says that these are bigger than gray wolves would be at this time
This
because
is
of the stuff they
Yeah.
did to them.
Yeah, sure.
Man,
Justin.
I don't know if we want to make really big wolves.
This is
I
what
don't
I
know.
learned.
I feel like things are on a rough enough trajectory that we don't need to make
Huge
super
wolves.
big wolves.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
This is what I learned from the documentary Jurassic World when they
Yeah.
were like, we brought back dinosaurs, but we get that that's not enough. So we fucked with the genetics of this dinosaur to make it better at eating people and
Yeah.
hunting you and killing people. And I look at them and I go, you know what would be better? Smaller
Yeah.
dinosaurs that I could keep in my office in like a fish tank, and they're perfectly happy. So Justin, to your point, bigger wolf, no.
No.
Give me small wolf. And now I'm saying it, that's a dog.
That's a dog.
That's
a
It's
dog.
He did that
also
one.
bad. We don't
Wait.
want to mess with them, right?
Dogs?
Wolves.
Okay.
They're fine. I don't want them more scary than they are. By the way, on the Facebook post that George R. R. Martin put up, where he's like, "We did it, mission accomplished." He's in front
Yeah.
of the big banner. We did it. Direwolves are real. P.S. Not a single comment. By the way, miss the irony of George R. R. Martin living to see the unextinction of direwolves before he's finished
finishes his
publishing
books,
his
yeah.
book. Like the extinct creature beat him to market.
Right, time
And of
has
course,
already-
that was all the comments because that is the most important thing about this is that he has not finished the book series. That's the
Yeah.
number one thing.
I will also say, man, this feels like if I needed to do some like serious housework and instead spend an hour like reorganizing my 3D printer filament.
Yeah.
And then I was like, mission accomplished. And it's like, hey, do you think bringing direwolves back from extinction
Now,
was like our number one?
I will say you never know which scientific developments lead to the next. If creating these huge, nasty turbo wolves, in some way they're like, and in doing so, cancer gone. Now all of a sudden I'm listening.
Yeah, these wolves eat cancer.
These wolves
I
eat
used to
cancer out of
think-
the air.
I used to think I have a generalized anxiety disorder, and now I've learned that I'm just good at worrying about stuff before other people realize they need to.
You're a trendsetter, dude.
Yeah, I'm ahead of the game on this one, guys. Listen, I was right about Trump, and I'm going to be right about dire wolves, but
Yeah.
you still have a chance to do something about the wolves, right?
Right.
Come on.
Now, what is that, Juice? You tell me now. Because it seems to me like the horse is out of the barn, and by horse I mean giant wolf is out of the barn. And if it's us against them, I'm not comfortable with the optics of that.
What I'm saying is,
I'm joining up.
and this is just us three, right?
yeah,
This
No
is
one's
just
listening.
us three. Maybe it would be nice. Maybe we could use a boost as a people, as a species,
yeah.
and
Re-extinct
re-extinct the dire wolf.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
victory over the dire wolf. Like we could use it's a little win, right? It's a Pyrrhic victory for sure.
If there are
Because
any
they're not even real
direwolves
dire wolves, but like
listening, I understand that we domesticated you guys into dogs. You can domesticate me as a pet. I don't want to die. I will turncoat so hard.
Oh,
to
Travis
join.
is firmly on Team Direwolf then.
you flipped. Okay, that's interesting.
No, if they're listening. If they're not listening, Justin, I'm totally on your side. But I don't know how powerful these bad boys' hearing is.
Yeah,
so if any
probably,
dire
can I
wolf's gonna
guess?
hear this,
Is if you're in the fucking settings menu of the wolf, genetically speaking, you could probably crank a lot of different kind of heuristics all the way up to top apex.
I'm just
point.
saying, if they can hear this right now, I'm on your side, dire wolf.
Now, can we genetically modify the direwolves to make them big enough to ride?
Okay.
Direwolves, that's so 2000 and late. You know it's so 2025? Wargs. Give me a warg any day of the week. I'd love a warg that I can ride around on. Because guess where the warg can't bite? The guy on his back. And it's not going to be ethically bad because we're going to make the wargs love it to be ridden. And they can carry so much more than 160
But don't make them
pounds.
love it too much.
Thank you.
I don't want it to feel weird that I'm doing it.
Was there ever a dire ostrich?
It could be, Justin.
I'm a film student at a local community college, and I have a part-time job working in a bookstore on the weekends. Recently, I've discovered one of my coworkers is also interested in film and enjoys writing scripts. I was so excited to hear this, as we could use more scriptwriters in the program, because most people focus on wanting to direct or operate the camera. Only problem is he only writes fan scripts about He-Man. How can I convince my coworker to write other characters, or at least, the very least, switch the character's name to non-copyrighted ones? That's from Scripty in SC.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think what this person is asking us to do is to create our own, right now, to create our own Creative Commons He-Man.
Yeah.
For the public imagination.
Yeah, because you don't want to cut He-Man out. I think many movies, maybe all, would be made better if He-Man was there. Not necessarily destroying things, smashing through things, punching things. Like, think of, like, most movies are made better by The Rock being in them, a large man with powerful muscles commenting on things.
Yeah.
The He-Man could be that.
Well, what about names? I mean, right off the bat.
Boy guy.
Boy guy.
Muscle Champ.
What was that?
Muscle Champ is not as good as Boy
Muscle
Guy.
Prince Muscleton is pretty cool.
Prince Muscleton.
But he's not, that's two different guys is the Prince and He-Man.
Prince Muscleton would be his normal.
I actually think it's even better if no one guesses that Prince Muscleton is actually
Boy guy.
Boy Guy. Why is he a boy? That's not like a part of the He-Man mythos.
You know what? Inclusivity, they, them. Just call them they, them.
I don't know about that.
But it's not following the convention of He-Man.
They person.
Is, yeah, but that doesn't sound great. Boy Guy, however, I think drips off the tongue and I think gets you close enough to the sort of original syntactic
Okay, Boy Guy.
idea.
And Prince Muscleton
But
becomes
boy guy, I've heard it too many times now and start to feel like, real girl's girl kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like, he's a real boy's guy.
When that one lady wrote the 50 Shades books, those started out as Twilight
Yeah.
fan fiction.
Yeah.
And then they turned into the best-selling sex books that have ever been released and made 3 bonerific film adaptations out of those. So who's to say that this is not going to happen for their He-Man script?
When Griffin says sexiest book, he's not counting Go Tell a Watchman by Harper Lee. Just wanted to clarify.
No, yeah, I haven't read that one. I do understand the erotic nature of it is boiling. Scalding hot. Manny.
Manny
Manny.
the Muscle King.
Meehan.
But this was not sort of the question.
That's what they wanted.
I don't.
What
think
is the essential nature of a He-Man story? It's man hides muscles.
Yeah.
So
Man
what are some
hides
other
muscles,
muscle hiders?
Fight
like
skeleton.
Yeah, I don't really. Can I say something? Lump this dude in with Snoopy. I have no feelings about He-Man. What the fuck soever.
you missed that generationally.
Yeah,
huh?
I did by about 25 years. It's that dude is so fucking
That's
old.
not it.
Okay.
He's pretty old,
younger than me.
and he has a bunch of weird friends and a big purple cat. And it's like you lost me.
And here's the thing. Here's what I will say that I enjoy about old school He-Man and his cat. You had a big muscly prince in a tight fit, making it clear he was a big muscle prince. And the big muscle prince had a pet tiger.
Yeah.
And then he would become He-Man, and his size did not change at all. And
No.
his tiger got armor, and everyone's like, who the fuck is that guy?
Who is that?
Yeah,
Who is
this
it?
is what this is.
I think there needs to be more of that.
It's absolutely fair. Absolutely. The Tiger Cringer is what is the name of the tiger. And the tiger also gets more brave with the armor, but it's like
So would I.
Yeah, me too. Like,
Yeah, it's armor.
like Cringer is scared. Like, give him the fucking armor so he's not
It's fucked
scared.
up that you take the armor away from him ever.
Yeah, Prince Muscleton has the sword. Like,
Yeah,
he can
right.
at any point be like, lop someone's head off. Like, he has no reason to be afraid.
But the tiger can't
Cringer's
put
not
the
in
armor on.
control.
a sniper, assassins from Skeletor could kill Cringer like
No
from
problem.
assassin's bullet 100 yards, no problem. Grayskull window shatters, Cringer's dead.
Cringer is also just wheezing off of He-Man's power.
Yeah.
Cringer can't be like, I'm freaked out by the power of Grayskull. I have
Right,
the power.
it's dark. It's
Right.
2 a.m., right? I'm like, I want to go to CVS, but it's like late, and I
Yeah.
don't want to get, like, I would just like the armor, please.
He
If I'm
has to
going
ask,
out,
like Prince Adam, like, hey, could you He-Man out so that
I'm
I
in
get
bed.
the reflective? And Prince Adam's like, no. He's
he
like,
said, I'm in the shower.
I know, but I've got to do stuff.
Griffin,
There's-
that took you so long to laugh at. You really did miss out on He-Man.
I did. Yeah, I don't know who he is, and I've been pretending for a really long time.
Like years.
Like years and years and years. I don't know fucking anything about him. I think in the entertainment economy we find ourselves in right now, I cannot comfortably say that writing about He-Man exclusively is a bad idea. Because it does feel like it's time. Like, if I don't know who this fucking dude is, that's a huge market potential for He-Man. Maybe it kicks ass. I don't know. It seems pretty busted. It seems like a semi-nude royal man who transforms with a magic sword, like, and he has a tiger. Like, that's what it seems like to me.
We all saw the Masters of the Universe movie together.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
theaters.
yeah. When I was a zygote, I don't remember it. It's old.
The
And I'm
only thing
young.
I remember is it being the first time I ever saw a post-credits scene.
Oh shit!
That then
Skeletor comes back out.
Yeah,
Sorry
then
for the
from that
spoilers.
moment on, when Clint McElroy would take his sons to go see a movie, we did not leave
In case
until the
Skeletor
lights
comes
came
back
on.
out. Yeah.
And can I tell you, Skeletor never came back at the end of other movies,
No.
which I think would have been a wild but breathtakingly
Pretty
artistic
cool.
choice.
Sure.
Yeah, into Marley and Me, Skeletor.
You're kidding me.
Ow!
The dog dies? Christ almighty.
I sat through the whole thing. God damn it.
I'm attending a friend's wedding soon and learning that a former Olympian will also be attending. This person is semi-famous, yes, multiple gold medals, and competed in swimming. What are some good ways to strike up a conversation with Michael Phelps? And that's from American Admirer. No, it doesn't say that. I don't know who it is. American Admirer in Apalachicola?
Cool.
Okay.
There's no way it's Michael Phelps, right? Because no one would describe Michael Phelps as semi-famous.
Probably not Phelpsy, yeah. But I'm pretty sure that they would say, like, he was an athlete. He
Like
won
the most
90
famous
he
American
won
Olympian.
90 gold medals. It's like,
Okay.
well, that leaves us just with the one option.
So there's a lot of options. We're not going to be able, I'm looking here, multiple golds. Other than Phelps, it could be Mark Spitz, Caleb Dressel, Matt Biondi, Ryan Lochte, right? We don't know.
Yeah,
It
if
could
I-
be like
some of those-
It
some
could
of
be
those-
Kayla Decky, Jenny Thompson,
Absolutely.
Amy Van Dyken,
some of those
Dana Vollmer.
maybe don't brush up to. Maybe some of those, like, you see Lochte, maybe you keep him over.
Yeah, keep
I
it
mean-
locked down.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be a former Olympian.
That's
I think
cool.
once
hard.
an Olympian, always an Olympian.
Well, yeah.
Compete at that level, I think that you never can turn the competitive thing off. I'd be worried at a wedding, how am I going to beat these people to the buffet? You know, is everything going to be a competition? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I took the biggest bite of cake. Like, great, Ryan.
Well, I
Very
mean,
good. Very
If
good,
it's
Ryan.
Lochte, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, not everything's a competition, Ryan.
You will have an advantage based on sort of because I'm assuming it's not an aquatic wedding.
No,
Like
I'm sure they
a
would have
wet-
mentioned.
It's
yeah.
not a wetting. It's a wedding. And so, like, you will have this sort of terrestrial edge. They may be able to take you in the water, absolutely, but they have spent so much of their life in the water that, like, their bone density's all fucked up, and you will be stronger and faster than them on land. Pretty
Now,
much
if it's-
guaranteed.
If it's one of those things where it plays out like a hilarious America's Funniest Home Video where, like, the bride falls in the water, they're over a lake, oh no, big windy or whatever, oh, it falls, the guy trips.
That doesn't sound funny.
I know, right? But they're always on there. There's whole episodes.
Every episode of America's Funniest Home Videos, a bride falls in the water during her wedding.
Yeah, man. And
Christ, Jesus.
And an Olympian has to
the
jump in and
taffeta,
save her.
the many layers of taffeta pull her down to the briny depths.
Unless
And
an
you watch
Olympian
them-
is there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
someone die in every episode of AFV.
Yeah. I bet if it's your wedding and your new spouse falls in the water and starts to drown, that feels pretty bad. And then a handsome Olympian jumps in and saves her. You're like probably 99% like, oh, thank Christ. Oh, thank God, my beloved, my beloved. But then there's also part of you that's like, it would have been cooler if I did that.
Yeah.
It would have
I
been
wish I
cooler
had
if
done
I
that.
was the one who
I
jumped in
mean,
to
it's
save
a
my new
rented
wife.
tux. And I had to take that into
I'm
account.
not good swimming. Not good
I'm not
swimming.
good at
Not at all.
swimming.
And I knew that Phelpsy was here.
Yeah,
So
right.
like I kind of figured he got me, and he did, which is great. And I'm again so stoked.
Because it would be more embarrassing if you jumped in first and then
Yeah,
Phelps jumped in after you. And
Yeah.
Phelps saved your bride. And then
Yeah.
you were like, I guess I'll swim
Oh,
back.
no. Phelps would save you on the way. And it's like,
Yeah.
Phelps, I didn't need... He's like, no, it's fine. I'm already out here saving your new wife. I don't mind to save you, too.
It's not an
Yeah.
extra trip for me.
no problem.
And then you start to think, did Phelpsy engineer this situation in some way to cuckold me on my special day?
Yeah.
Classic Phelps.
And the answer might surprise you.
It's no.
It's no. He probably didn't
He
do
did.
that.
He doesn't need to.
Doesn't want to, probably. I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm just saying that if he did want to, I don't think Michael Phelps would have to engineer an elaborate scheme to
Did you
impress other people.
Did you guys ever know an aspiring Olympian growing up?
Yes,
I did too.
I took wrestling classes from Olympic wrestler Ken Cherto.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck!
That's
I
right.
forgot about that. Man, I haven't
forgot.
heard that name in 20 years, Concerto.
That man oversaw a spar that I had with my friend Steven where he busted my nose, gave me a bloody nose. Thanks,
Not
Ken
Ken
Cherto.
Cherto.
Good looking-
Ken Cherto didn't bust your nose, did he?
No, Steven did.
Okay. And all I know about Ken Cherto, as far as like bringing up wrestling to him, seemed like what he was about. But it was
Yeah.
a wrestling class, so I think that tracks.
Yeah. I had a friend who was a swimmer and like had Olympic dreams and swam every day for lots of time a day and like had the bleached hair and all the stuff that comes with like being a professional in the water person. And that must be a frustrating set of skills to possess and not be able to do anything with, like in most of the earth that you walk and most of the places that you go in any day to day. You got to be thinking the whole time like, gosh dang it. If only this Home Depot was underwater. If this was an underwater, grocery store, then my skills would be like I would be kicking everyone's ass here, no problem.
Yeah, but Griffin, when you're like Usain Bolt and you reach the shore as
Yeah.
you've been running across the entire country, and you're like, now I have to stop and turn around.
Okay.
Right? Because most of the earth is covered with water. So while the day to day, I agree with you. But as
Yeah.
far as getting around, Michael Phelps can hit the ocean and swim to Europe.
What is the most practical Olympic sport that's going to equip you with skills? And obviously, you're going to say running or something that's like, yeah, of course, because we all do it. But that's not funny.
Shot put? Because you throw stuff. I mean, the ability to throw stuff that's
I
heavy.
throw
the
more than
farthest.
just looking at my D&D verb set at
Yeah.
my text parser adventure game set. I throw more than I swim, guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay.
Guaranteed.
Okay, so I think there's two viable answers, right? It's the triathlon and the biathlon. And
That's
it really
cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It's about two very different approaches to life. Triathlon is run, swim, bike. Biathlon,
Yeah.
by contrast, is ski and shoot.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this
yeah,
is like
yeah.
which is your approach
Tag
to life?
yourself.
Which are you? Are you the kind of person that shoots someone and then skis away from the problem? Or are you
Yeah.
the sort of person that just keeps running?
I'm
right?
a ski and shoot. If I'm being honest, the downhill is doing a lot of the work.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is cross country. I don't
I mean,
think they make
even
them-
then-
Now that's
I don't-
really now Griffith, important distinction.
Yeah.
Because for my life, it is about shooting at something and then slowly inching away while everyone watches me.
Right.
It's not a fast, thrilling.
As sick as it would be to turn it into sort of a rifle-based downhill jam. That would be fucking sick, actually. Get the skis out of there. We snowboard.
The shot in midair. All
Yes.
shots are midair.
Snowboard and
360.
paintball would be wicked awesome. I'd be so
be cool.
into that. Oh, now I'm picturing it.
So don't talk to them about swimming. They probably don't want to talk about
not
swimming.
talk to them. If they bring up swimming, if
They bring it up, fine. But they're not going to fucking bring it up, man. There's no way they're going to bring it up unless it's like a swimming pool wedding, which is cool. That I don't know why those don't exist.
Oh, but Griffin, what if it's a gray area where like you're getting some punch with them, and they're like, "Man, this is a pretty deep punch bowl," and you're like,
Okay.
"Ooh, are they hinting at?" They want me to say something about, I bet you could swim in there. No, there's no way they want me to say that. But they're looking at me. They're still waiting for me to respond, and their eyebrows are getting higher on their forehead. And should I say something?
They'd be like, hey, do you think that this wedding venue has a floor like the gymnasium in It's a Wonderful Life that is splits open in terms of, like, if you're a professional swimmer, you got to be keeping your head on a swivel. Like, I wonder if this floor of this building splits open to reveal a pool underneath that we can all jump into and have the time of our lives until our dad had a stroke. Oh no! Like, we got to get out of here.
But that was a very unique experience to kind of one person in It's a Wonderful Life. It wasn't like a third of those people swimming in the pool had to scramble out.
I would say George Bailey's dad having a stroke affected that whole damn town, Travis.
Fuck,
And if
Griffin,
you
you're
don't
right. I
understand
missed the
that,
point of it.
You missed the point of it
Hey,
entirely.
do you think that the kid who opened the floor faced jail time, criminal charges for...
No, it was a fucking prank, dude. Calm down.
Now,
Okay.
when
I'm
he
tired
did
of you
close
trying
the-
to-
When he closed the floor and gooshed all those people, that was a fucked up part of the movie. But, you know, Capra's got a sick mind. I don't need to see a picture of Coach Concerto, Justin. I don't know why you thought
I will
needed
say
this.
it is unfortunate that Ken Cherto's website lists some of the wrestlers he has coached, and Travis is not listed. So I will say that is unfortunate.
Probably because I was very bad.
Yeah. But
Didn't
that's
stay
not
long
your
enough in
fault.
The Cherto system, though.
Think of all the practical skills you got from the Cherto system, Travis.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's take a break. Okay?
Money
Let's
zone.
Let's go.
It's better with you.
Justin Griffin,
Yeah.
I want to start a website.
Okay.
And listen, I know I have big dreams. I know I
listening.
do. And my dream for a website is that it would be beautiful. That it would let me maybe sell products and my time. That it would be very user-friendly. That it would have cutting-edge design. But here's the thing. You guys know this. I'm an idea man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of a
Yes.
blue sky kind of guy.
Barely think.
I barely think. I only dream.
Right.
I don't
No
know how
thoughts,
to do
only
this.
dreams.
Yeah. No thoughts, only dreams.
No
So,
dreams, only two.
I'm willing to offer you guys each $500 to build me a website.
Wow. Travis, that's
Great.
unnecessary.
Yeah, I'll
because
take it.
Squarespace
No,
makes
shit.
it
Great.
really-
Justin, shut. Justin, shush.
No,
We'll
I
take
am
it.
curious as to what Justin was saying.
I was just going to say this. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have blown up the spot, but Squarespace does make that really easy. Like, you don't need to pay a bunch of money. Squarespace can help you make a world-class website because they got templates. You know?
Oh.
So they'll give you the templates to make it look great, and you put in your photos, you sell your stuff, but it's going to look good because they already had designers make it look good. You understand?
Yeah.
Do you know how tight money is for me, Juice? Do you know how big a change $500 would make in my life?
I do, Griffin, but you're going to earn that the honest way because you can set up a business with a Squarespace website, sell stuff, get your business going with this website. So you don't need to steal anymore.
I'll tell the boys that the reason that Easter's canceled this year is because I had to earn the $500 I so desperately need the honest way because Uncle Justin said I had to. And I bet they'll understand.
This is good news for you then, Griff. I got a free trial offer. Head to
great.
squarespace.com/mybrother for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MYBROTHER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
See, now that I find myself with $1,000 extra, Griffin, I'll pay you $1,000 to ruin Justin's credit.
That should not be too difficult, if I'm being completely honest.
Awesome.
Hey, how am I supposed to cook a meal? how am I supposed to cook a meal? Because there's so much happening all of the time, and sometimes
Where do you
it's
even
hard.
get a meal?
Yeah, exactly, Travis. Thank you so much. Certainly can't cook it because.
Well, that's weird that you guys are saying that, because I recently have really been enjoying a lot of great dishes like Mediterranean sheet pan chicken or roasted salmon. Maybe even a low carb chicken and zucchini noodle salad.
You know, Justin, it's that kind of attitude that makes me want Griffin to ruin your credit.
Yeah,
I don't know why you keep bringing up my credit
It's
today,
just when
Travis.
Griffin and I are talking about how hard it is for us to like prep and cook a meal, and you're like, I can do it.
I do it all
I
the
can
time.
do it.
Well, no. It's Marley Spoon, guys. I use Marley Spoon.
Oh.
You don't know about this? Yeah, they got over 100 recipes. So you can choose the stuff that looks good to you, the things that you actually want to eat, and they make it really easy to make it. So you can make it at home, right? Delicious.
In my
Delicious
home?
food that you made in your own house.
I don't have to
Travis.
go to someone else's house.
The same place where you shower and sleep. That house.
Someone
I
else's
mean-
house, you mean?
I appreciate that, Jews. I have a pretty refined palate, as you know, and the sort of foods that I require are maybe a little bit more elevated. So, like these days, I'm only eating like Martha Stewart's best bean and cheese enchiladas.
That's Marley Spoon. That's.
Oh,
what-
you're kidding me?
Yeah, Martha's DNA is all over this thing. She is shepherding.
Well, I don't know about that, Justin. I don't know about all that, Justin.
I don't think you should say that.
There's fingerprints everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You can make
she's not getting away with this one.
You could make.
It's not in. This is not in the podcast.
It is in the podcast. You can make a colony of new Marthas with Martha's best mac and cheese carbonara. Guaranteed. A lot of DNA on that.
Yeah, there's express recipes. This has been nice because we've been starting to do more rehearsals at night for summer theater, and there's not a lot of time to cook. But they've got recipes you can make in 15 minutes, and it's like a real, actual dinner, not fast food. It's something with a lot of nutrition in it that you feel really good about.
Yummy. Yummy
Delicious
stuff, guys.
Yeah, this year, fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/mybrother and use code MYBROTHER for up to 27 free meals. That's right, up to 27 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, marleyspoon.com/offer/mybrother for up to 27 free meals. Make sure you use our promo code MYBROTHER so they know we sent you.
All right. In my hour of need.
I want a man squad. I want to munch
Squad.
Welcome to Munch Squad, podcast, the podcast profiling the latest and greatest in brand eating.
What have you prepared
And
for
rather
us?
than say what we're going to be talking about,
I'm
going to show you guys, and the lead off is going to be how you react to it.
Okay, great.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. So my initial just for me, Juice, it was okay, fuck. So it was like
that is recorded for all of posterity.
Yeah.
Here's
How
what I love
Griffin-
about this image, Justin.
Yeah. Well, tell me about the image, Travis.
There's like an upfront hit where it is such a weird consistency on a pizza. Then I see the tin that says pizza caviar. And then
That's
in
sort of the
little
thing
print,
that caught my eye.
Yes. And then in little print above pizza caviar is Pizza Hut logo.
So that is interesting, Travis. You get hit with the initial feeling of how bad it is to look at this before you know what it is. And then you see that it's pizza caviar from the tin, and that feels bad in a different way.
Yeah.
Because then you're despairing that this is the moment in history in which you are alive. And then you see the Pizza Hut on there, and you're like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It used to be kind of cool. Like I'm alive at the same time as David Bowie and Prince. That's pretty sick. But I'm also unfortunately lived long enough that now there's pizza caviar, and the image we are looking at, it does look like a fairly burnt up little personal pan pizza that is covered in what I could only describe as marinara Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
That's a really good call,
I'm not
Griff.
a designer. Like
Yes.
I don't claim to have an especially good like grasp on color theory.
Yeah.
But the fact that they put this very red pizza on a different red
what looks like the cover, like the red leather bound
crocodile
tone.
skin?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a very aggressive image.
Very challenging.
Pizza Hut is putting an indulgent twist on the caviar craze, sweeping foodie culture with the launch of Pizza Caviar.
Yeah, man.
The first of it, yeah, man, caviar bumps.
Caviar bumps.
Here's the
made
thing.
big way.
Can you call a thing that has existed for, I believe, hundreds of years?
No. This is a specific craze, Travis. Caviar bumps refers to putting the caviar in your hand and letting your body warm it and then just eating the caviar like that. They're all the rage, or at least they were in motherfucking 2022 when the New York Times wrote caviar bumps are all the rage. So this is
Coming in a little late.
Yeah, a little late, Pizza Hut, on this one.
Also, gross.
Now it's tinned fish. Caviar bumps are out. Tinned fish is in a major
Now
way.
it's caviar lines. You gotta
Exactly.
just snort the caviar
Snort 'em
straight
right
up.
there.
This is a first of its kind innovation that transforms
No
the fine
way.
dining trend into something completely unexpected. Caviar
Yeah,
has
I would say on paper
Yeah.
that
thought you were
whole
gonna say-
sentence is true.
I thought you were going to say unacceptable, which is also right.
Caviar has been elevating some of the world's most beloved comfort foods with the unexpected high-low pairings popping up in upscale restaurants and gracing social feeds across the country. In true Pizza Hut fashion, the brand asked, why just place caviar on your pizza when you can reimagine it entirely and create a bold new food category? Inspired by the rise of caviar bumps,
3 years ago,
3 years ago, these bite-sized pizza caviar pearls are made to taste like pepperoni and designed for dipping, dunking, and bumping.
thank
and
God they're
snorting.
bite size. Can you
Yeah.
imagine if they were bigger than bite size?
Dodgeball
I would say
size.
they're nostril-sized, if you want to be honest about
Yes.
it. I'm ready to do these beloved bumps.
Also, can you give me, and it's imperative that you give me the exact phraseology of designed to taste of pepperoni? What
Yes.
was that again? Hit me
Yes,
with that
the
again.
These bite-sized pizza caviar pearls, and again, I do want to touch on, it's an edible product. As my brother said, bite size is they're very tiny. They are in no way bite-sized. They look like tapioca.
Yeah.
These bite-sized pizza caviar pearls are made to taste like pepperoni. They're made to taste like pepperoni.
Made
Pepperoni. Made to taste
to taste
like pepperoni. So
pepperoni.
they're not pepperoni. They're not made of pepperoni. They don't taste like pepperoni.
The intention was there.
The intent of this product is that the flavor is reminiscent of pepperoni.
to
That
bring
was
it
our
all-
intent at inception.
Yes.
Our goals were pure.
To bring it all back around, these are to pepperoni as current direwolves are to direwolves.
Yes, Travis. These are
Yeah. Direwolves were made to
100%.
taste of direwolves.
Yeah,
That
right.
is a similar situation, yes.
crafted to replicate the look and feel of traditional caviar without the fish. Pizza Caviar delivers a bold, smoky pepperoni flavor in a fun new form.
Yeah.
And Pizza Caviar is the star of the brand new Pizza Caviar Bump Box.
The more they explain it and like the process and the outcome, the more like alien it feels when they're like, we intended to replicate.
This seems like a joke press
caviar.
release, like a fake press release someone would write in a book written in the year 1990 about how shitty the future was going to be.
Yeah.
And then it's being word for word kind of delivered.
Let me show you guys. Look at this tab. Can you see this tab? Can you see what I've highlighted here?
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is an
cool.
asterisk after the first mention of Pizza Caviar. If you take the asterisk down, here's what it says. Here's what
So that's pepperoni flavored water and agar based caviar style pearls. That is my favorite Limp Bizkit album.
Caviar, like pepperoni flavored water and agar based caviar style pearls.
Also so sick of them to get on the agar trend a good fucking maybe 9, 10, 11 years after the fact. I'm more excited about this pepperoni flavored water. Let me just get that. You don't have to Wiley Dufresne it, man. Just let me get it raw and wriggling, just the juice for me, thanks.
the Pizza Caviar. Okay, so this is the Pizza Caviar Bump Box. It's a luxe limited time twist on My Hut Box, Pizza Hut's signature combo meal. The box includes one personal pan pizza, and a choice of 3 plain boneless wings or fries, all topped with 3. 3 wings are the number of wings you'll have.
What's the
All
correct
topped with
number of
bursts
buffalo? What's the correct number of buffalo wings to eat with caviar? Because I think 3 actually sounds pretty right to me.
Yeah, that's a good number. One little tiny thing that they do want to mention that I want to mention about this is that Pizza Hut's new product innovation, Pizza Caviar Bump Box, will be available exclusively at the Pizza Hut located at 932 8th Avenue in New York City from April 10th to April 12th from 4 to 8 p.m. while supplies last.
I gotta go.
It must be so fucking annoying to live in New York City all the time and just want to go to Pizza Hut to get a normal pizza one day, and yet they are always like, every chain is always doing the wildest shit, and you are the lab rats because you live in a populated city where all these marketing firms are based. You have to suffer for that and eat these pepperoni pearls that are made of pepperoni water just because you live in the same city as the major marketing firm.
It also must be such a huge strain on the infrastructure of New York City when something like this happens and there's just this flood of people rushing to New York City for these 2 days to get their hands on these pizza pearls. It must put such a strain on the city and its economy and everything. It must be so hard.
I will say it probably is easier than the average amount of difficulty to obtain pepperoni-flavored water in New York City than it is that would be in like DC or any other.
I wanted to draw your guys' attention to something else here in this press release. A Lux limited time twist on My Hut Box, Pizza Hut's signature combo meal. And we see the double asterisk here, right? So will you guys come down with me down the page here? And
take me.
Trav, will you read what's at the double asterisk?
Oh, yes, of course. This is available April 10th through 12th. Oh, at the location you said. 3 boneless naked medium wings only. Availability, pricing, and participation varies. Pizza Caviar is pepperoni-flavored water and agar-based caviar-style pearls.
I shit you not. It's in there twice under both of the asterisks. They don't even want to take a fucking chance.
Also, I can't stress enough, there's only one location listed, and then participation varies.
Tell me that this isn't an AI-generated thing, guys. Please tell me it's not, because there's no way that they have to specify you can only get 3 wings, and also it's only available at this one restaurant?
But participation
I
varies.
came all the way here to be 4 wings.
So
please.
I might go to that restaurant and be like, hey, this is the one location where you're doing the Pizza Bump Caviar. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, cool, can I have some? And they said, yeah, we're not doing that shit.
Yeah, but you should also know that we legally have to tell you the pepperoni-flavored water and agar-based caviar-style pearls.
That is important for you to know. You can have it. It will cost you $300. It cost that guy like $20. Yeah, the pricing varies. We want more from you.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Do you want the caviar or not? You came all this way. It's pepperoni-flavored.
I'll take it. We knew you would, you nasty dog.
Yeah, I guess you have to. I still don't understand if Pizza Caviar is available only at this location, or if the Pizza Caviar Bump Box.
Yeah,
Here's the other thing, Justin.
Yeah.
If I were to add, let's say I get wild, I add caviar to a personal pan pizza.
Now wait, what kind?
Pizza caviar?
Regular
caviar.
Fish-based caviar.
Not a pepperoni-flavored water and agar-based caviar-style
I'm
pearls.
talking your grandma's caviar.
Bog standard fish egg.
Right?
Yeah.
I have added caviar to the experience, right?
Yeah.
Flavor, experience, all that. If I'm adding pepperoni-flavored caviar to a pepperoni pizza, all I've added is a slight consistency.
You've turned it into orbits.
Yes.
But pizza. Yeah, it's like you love pizza. You know this flat this flat savory cake, it's going to drive you absolutely insane. But what if we had little jelly balls, little boba pizza for you? Would you like that? Would you like that?
Perhaps.
Probably not.
Probably not. That's why we only did it at one restaurant, because we don't have the strength of our convictions.
Give me an aerosolized pepperoni.
Yes.
Please. Give me
a pill form of a pizza. It's 2025. I want to eat a pizza in a pill.
I want pizza pills and pepperoni sprays.
Yes.
All day long.
Caviar dreams.
Caviar dreams and pepperoni
And by caviar
nights.
dreams, what I mean specifically is I want pepperoni-flavored water and agar-based caviar style
important.
Pearl Dreams.
So important. But
This is what my grandparents envisioned when they came to this country.
They fought for
Pizza
this.
pills
They
and
fought
caviar
for this
bumps.
We've been
Folks,
good boys, and we deserve
We've
pepperoni
earned
spray.
this.
That is going to do it for us.
I get
on
that
this
we don't get
episode.
jetpacks.
Yeah,
But pizza
give me pepperoni
pills?
spray, please.
We really appreciate you listening. We really appreciate you joining us. We hope you enjoyed this episode of our podcast because we tried our best.
Yeah,
We
this
always
was
do.
our best, and I'm sorry that that's true. But I hope you liked it.
I have a couple of appearances we want to tell you guys about. We're going to be at Dragon Con in Atlanta in late August. So make sure you get the details on that at bit.ly/McElroy Tours. We're also going to be at the Harmony House Ren Fair. That is going to be on May 3rd. The exact times and specifics of that are going to be coming up, but you should, if you can be in Huntington on May 3rd, we're going to be there, as well as at Origins Game Fair in Columbus in June.
We're everywhere.
We're
Yeah,
everywhere.
we're doing some shows in Michigan, Minnesota, and Ohio as well that have been announced. And some of them are Taz, some of them are MBMBaM. All the Taz shows are going to be Taz versus. And again, to get tickets and find out more about those shows, bit.ly/McElroy Tours.
We've also got merch at the merch store if you haven't checked it out, including a Mickey Mackerel spinner pin. And 10% of all merch proceeds this month will be donated to the National Immigration Project.
Thanks to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You. It is
Indeed.
an honor to use it.
And a
Montaigne's got
privilege.
it is a privilege. Montaigne's got some new shit popping, and it really cranks. And I congratulate them on their creative mastery
journey.
Their creative mastery journey.
There you go.
As one says.
Hey, I've got a fear here that I'd like to read.
Sure.
Okay. This year, I'll be faster than my fear of belly buttons. Just because it happened to Neo doesn't mean it'll happen to me.
Absolutely, it could happen to you any day.
My name's Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
They're real and they're coming.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
It's better with you. My life, it's better with you. My life, it's better with you. This is true. It's better with two. My life, it's better with you.
Maximum Fun,
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported directly
By you.